I'm Annie Montgomery, Director of Education at Lifetime Arts. Once you've thought through the overall vision for your creative aging program, the next step is to develop your curriculum. Here are some best practices to keep in mind as you begin to plan for your in-person program. A strong curriculum in any art form will have clear goals, a scaffolded approach that builds skills over the course of the program, and a vision for the culminating event. As you write your curriculum, keep in mind that you'll need to share this with others. Make sure you write it with the readers in mind so that partners and stakeholders can understand what your program will accomplish. Make sure to include goals for the course and for each class, as well as a clear outline of the skills that will be learned. This should include artistic vocabulary, terms that students need to understand in order to fully engage in the art form. Remember that social engagement is equally important. Plan out how you will incorporate opportunities for participants to engage with one another around the art making and build friendships. You'll also want to keep in mind your sharing, culminating event, and budget time in class to plan and rehearse how your event will go with partners and participants. The title of the class should express what participants will be learning in class. Clever is cute, but it must be clear. Include the art form in the title. Being clear about the kind of workshop you are offering will help recruit potential participants and ensure that there is not any confusion as to what kind of workshop they are signing up for. For clarity and to keep expectations in line, include the number of sessions and the length of each class. Along with your title, you'll want to develop a clear and concise description of your program. While this will be used more so for advertising and recruiting, a description is just as important for your partners and stakeholders to have so that they'll fully understand what your program entails. The description should run from 30 words to 120 words in length, not too short, not too long. Don't use abbreviations or art speak unless everyone knows what they stand for. Write in complete sentences. Focus on course content or the learner, not the course itself or you as the teacher. Emphasize the benefits to the learner coming from either the results of attending the course or from the value of the subject matter. In general, the first one or two sentences should be engaging. Make them want to read more. Don't start with this course, blah, blah, blah. You will learn, dot, dot, dot. Jane will teach. Engage them. The following 2 to 5 sentences should be a summary of the scope and content of the course. Include information participants will need to have before class begins, such as what kind of materials will be provided, or what participants will need to bring, or any other pertinent information they should know. The description should also note if any previous experience is expected. Ideally, your program is open to everyone, regardless of previous experience. Your curriculum planning should take into account that you may have participants with a wide variety of backgrounds. All curricula should include goals for the course. This is something that there should be some flexibility around, but it should be clear that the teaching artist has an idea of what they are teaching and what the participants will do. The artistic goals should be attainable and simple. Keep in mind the length of your program and what is realistic to accomplish. Program goals are the ones you hope to achieve over the course of the entire program, and each class will also have its own specific set of goals. Remember that goals for each class should always include a social engagement component. Each session should be titled. The title should be representative of what the specific session will be about. In this case, session 1 focuses on an entry point into the art form. Below the title are the goals for the first class, which will also include social engagement goals. Further sessions will look similar to this, but will continue to sequentially build the skill building and social engagement. The focus should not jump from art form to art form, but go deeper and deeper into one art form. Each class following the first session should build to the culminating event. Often, it's helpful to start at the finish. Think about the culminating event and plan backwards from there. Finally, for the culminating event, you will want to consider your goals and intended outcomes. What will be the evidence of learning and application of concepts, skills, and technique development? Remember, the culminating event also has a social engagement goal as well. Consider how that intention plays into the event. Whether a gallery exhibition, live performance, reading, or something in between, the culminating event is a chance to celebrate the work your participants created, share with their community the knowledge they've gained, and an opportunity to solidify the social bonds and friendships that they have made over the course of the program. The planning of the event will be a collaborative effort between you, your partners, and your students, but you should still include the goals and outcomes you expect as a guide for how your event will unfold.